Hey, my friend Sam here. So I know I have posted a lot of videos about tourniquets versus wraps and bleeding control, and for whatever reason, I'm inclined to do another one right now. And I think it's because I've seen a lot of posts from people talking about the wraps as tourniquets. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, the product is listed with the FDA as a tourniquet. In part, that is so if people use them that way, they don't get dinged. And on small limbs in particular, these will hit pressures that are as great or greater than tourniquets. That just makes sense. As the limb gets smaller, you get more wraps and hit higher pressures. When you get to 60 centimeters, that's my leg, it'll stop arterial flow. It'll work on all the limbs of my family members. When you get to 65, 70 centimeters, they'll struggle more. I would argue that's the case for tourniquets in general, but that's neither here nor there. The way I want people to think about these, however, is as the name says, as a pressure wrap. I want people to use these to apply direct pressure to wounds in general. The vast majority of these are never ever going to see blood. Most of these get used to hold ice packs to bumped heads or sprained knees, sprained ankles. It's a multi-tool. A friend of mine uses this to hold his collapsing boat together. I recently got a photo from somebody who, they had a broken ski boot buckle and he used it to hold the buckle together. I love it. That's wonderful. My target audience, market, the intended user is the untrained civilian in particular. And I want these to be in purses, backpacks, and pockets. So that's the target location for these. And to be near problems when they happen, I think they need to be lightweight. I like that they're flexible. They have many uses, and I want them to be cheap. That is an important criterion for me. So anyway, I really like multi-use items. And there's something analogous in my life. So my mother gave me this mini Leatherman years ago, and it is beat to a pulp. I mean, there is glue on it from opening boxes. The knife it used to be straight and sharp, and now it's you can't see this, but it's just serrated. And it has a screwdriver. My kids use it all the time because they have their toys with batteries that need to get changed, and what else? Tweezers and a bottle opener. I love it. It's a wonderful little multi-tool that's in my pocket, and because it's in my pocket, it gets used all the time. Actually, if Leatherman is watching, the only thing I would change, I would make the knife and the scissors blunt tipped so I could get it through TSA. Actually, if that product exists, please send me a link because that is a product I would like to own. This is a general use item. It's around me all the time. This is a specific use item. I have had this since I was a Boy Scout tenderfoot. And, my kids think it's cool. You can whittle with it. But it's never going to save my life because I don't carry this thing to the movies. Similarly, I have this giant bag. These are all tourniquets. I've collected these over the years just to study them. And, none of these are going to save my life because they're in a bag in my garage. I don't have them in my pocket, so it's unlikely they're going to get used in a pinch. So this is why I'm a big fan of lightweight, cheap, flexible multi-tools that are just held in pockets. And direct pressure first. So if you see bleeding, apply direct pressure. If I give this to somebody who is untrained or afraid, if you put direct pressure on a wound, you're still helping. You may not stop all the bleeding, but you're still slowing it down. A tourniquet in somebody's hand who doesn't know what they're doing, if they put it on loosely, they're inhibiting venous return, and that's no good. So to me, tourniquets should be targeted toward people who have training. This is for anybody. Hopefully that's helpful.